2013, August, 180 words per minute. Ready? Sir, in replying to the discussion on the demand for grant for the Ministry of Home Affairs, at the outset I would like to express my gratitude to the honourable members for their good suggestions. I am aware that the Home Ministry has to deal with many subjects. It is not merely a question of maintaining law and order. It has to deal with many other subjects. I am thankful to the members for raising several questions during the discussion here. It will not be my endeavour to deal with all the points that have been raised. It may not be possible. I shall deal with some of them and will try to clarify certain points that have been raised. I would like to point out that the question of administration is important for any democratic government, and especially in our country after independence, when we have taken up a particular ideal to be achieved. There can be no doubt that the activities of the government have increased. So it is necessary that we should train our personnel so that they may be able to meet the needs of the people. But as has been rightly said by many honourable members, it is not a question merely of taking some administrative changes. It may be that we are able to make a few changes here and there, but the most important thing is to train our officers in such a way that they are responsive to the needs of the people. If I meet our young officers at any time, the first thing that I say is that if anybody comes to them to make representations, they must not only hear him but think that what he says may be right. We have to give this kind of training to these people. Then only it will be possible for them to solve the problem. As honourable members are aware, we have at present various training institutions. As a matter of fact, our officers get training there, but I think that the type of training requires change. With that object in view, we have now appointed an advisory council, and it will have to suggest changes in the scheme of training which is being given today. I may inform the House that it met very recently and it has appointed a subcommittee. I am sure that it will also look into this question, and we shall do our best to implement its recommendations with regard to the change in the syllabus and in the existing training facilities. Further, we have an administrative reforms division. It was set up 2 years ago. I am glad that it has done some work, though it may be in a very small way. I know that it cannot do the same kind of work which is done by a commission, but I am happy that it has done some good work, and this deals with that day-to-day life of people and the difficulties which are faced by them and how they can be got rid of. I may inform the House that they are having training classes for the young officers. It is not merely a question of teaching them how to deal with the file, but they are given practical training. For example, there are difficulties if people want to get a motor driving license or electricity connection. I know that these are only small matters, but at the same time, it is these small matters in which the public are interested. So, if we are able to remove all these difficulties, it will be good. In the same way, we have appointed various committees under the chairmanship of members of parliament to look into the working of the departments dealing with the public. These are the places where the people come in day-to-day touch with the ministries, and they have been finding difficulties. One of these committees has given a valuable report and it has been accepted. I am sure it will go a long way in dealing with the difficulties and in increasing efficiency. I am aware that minor changes here and there may not help us in changing the whole administrative machinery to deal with the present task before us. I am glad that we have been able to set up the Administrative Reforms Commission. I would request that we may give them full cooperation so that we may be able to bring about the necessary changes in the administrative machinery. One honourable member referred to the grievances of the secretariat employees. I have personally looked into many of these cases, and I feel that something has to be done in the matter. The committee is meeting shortly and it will look into it because these questions are numerous. So it will take some time. I have no doubt that all central government employees will at least feel that their grievances are being looked into. Though It may not be possible for us to redress all their grievances. They must certainly feel that there is somebody to look into them. As regards the joint consultative machinery, there is no compulsion on anybody to join it. The three important matters in which the employees are interested are the conditions of service, hours of work and leave. Now all the cases will be compulsorily referred for arbitration.